That,
What's the rush, man?
this is my house, man.
No,
this is,
bro. Hold on, bro.
Bro, let him in his house.
Who's you knocking for?
Oh,
This is your house, man.
You good? Oh, this.
Hey, good. Darren, come out, baby.
My bad.
I ain't know.
Like, it's his house, bro. Like, damn.
That's the damn DJ.
Yeah. 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 What you talk to him?
I do remember her face in that exact place. Don't even know my name, but baby, make my day. My day, my smile, sipping Moscato across the bar, waiting for me to come over and have a drink with her. Then I get to know her, but for now, I'm waiting for you to look my way.
I've been waiting for you
Waiting on you
to look my way.
Looking at you across the room, trying to be cute, but no, you want to step out with me. Step out with me. Eye contact is a must. Look into my eyes, can you trust me tonight? When we ride,
Waiting for you to look my way. I'm just waiting
waiting on you
to look my way.
I'm waiting for you
To look my way. Girl, I'm waiting for you
waiting on you
to look my way.
waiting for you to look
My
my
way.
waiting on you
To look my way. It's a hit. It's a damn hit right there, bro.
Don't listen to the
Fucking
hackers.
hit right there, boy.
Paying the ransom doesn't guarantee data decryption. Get your data back with Salvage Data's 24/7 emergency
It's
ransom.
a damn hit.
Defending him are shorter, which means their hands are closer.
Happy early Saturday afternoon to all of you. Tip my hat to my fellow Suns fans who just watched a losing streak officially occur. 2 games against the Spurs earlier this week, and now on a road trip that starts in the city of brotherly love, the Phoenix Suns lose to the Philadelphia 76ers. No Bradley Beal, no Devin Booker once again. And a streak has begun, and it's not a streak that I think anybody was ready for at the beginning of this season. The expectations have been high for Phoenix coming into this season, but availability is the best ability, and unfortunately, the Suns have been without 2 of their big 3 for the majority of their games. They now sit at 2-4, playing tomorrow in Detroit for another early game. So wake up, shake up, let's fucking make up. Okay, let's get a win tomorrow, hopefully.
Hopefully.
But we got to talk about this game against the Philadelphia 76ers. And joining me today, he's your daddy. He's my daddy. He's our daddy. He's the Suns' daddy. Dave King, ladies and gentlemen.
You're not
How
my
we doing,
dad, little ugly ass.
We are doing excellent.
You liar,
Excellent.
We just lost.
That's okay. I don't live and die by Suns losses. I mean, I know nobody
No cap.
out there lives and dies by Suns losses, right?
No cap.
Never. Not once. Never
I actually
cared
spent the
before my
first
life.
55 years of my life living and dying by Suns losses, but this year I'm just enjoying the moment.
Good.
all
Well,
good.
yeah, it is a ride indeed that we're going to be on this season, and it's been a rough ride to begin. And it's things that we're going to talk about that we saw. You know, I'm very interested to get a lot of your takes early on in the season. The first 6 games, the team's 2-4, so We have plenty to talk about on this edition of the Suns Jam Session podcast. So if you're watching along live, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you're watching later, please do the same. Subscribe, rate, and review. If you're on Apple Podcasts, leave us a 5-star review.
That's what we were all expecting, right? Was a 2 and 4 start.
Oh, 100%. We all knew it was coming because we had expectations this year. Whenever you have expectations, the Suns remind you, don't you dare have those expectations. But do have a beer. So let's pop open a beer if you got them. I got a Coors Banquet beer here. You got one of those Modelos.
Modelos.
All right.
The most American of Mexican beers.
Pop them if you got them, Suns fans, because we're going to need them today. And let's talk about this game against the Sixers. $100 in this game. And while Matthew isn't here, I'm still going to ask Dave my opening question.
Oi, Matty. Mate, I've got to ask.
I've got to ask. 36 might be unbothered. Are you bothered? And what is your take on the early season injuries thus far this year for the Phoenix Suns?
I'm not bothered. So, look, injuries are going to happen. And it's unfortunate. It's frustrating for fans because we haven't actually seen all three in a game, in a regular season game together. We've only seen them against the backups and the no tries and the way preseason goes. They do look pretty good. I'd like to see them in a regular season game. I'd like to put them but seriously, Saltiest Gaming, if you're bothered, then I understand totally because it's all we've seen is injuries. It's all we've seen. I get it, but there's 77 more of these to go. 76 more of these to go. It's okay. What we got to get is just enough time for them to have gotten together.
Okay,
not only the three of those dudes, but also how are these role players going to fit in around them? Look, part of the problem here isn't necessarily that, I mean, in the fourth quarter it is, that Devin Booker and Bradley Beal can't score for the Suns. And so the team, but the problem
quite
is
unfortunate.
Nobody else
having 50
can
points and
create
12
a
assists on the
score
bench.
from nothing.
It's quite unfortunate.
Besides Kevin Durant. And now, so teams have an MO. We've seen these fourth quarters over and over again without Booker and Beal, right?
Bam!
You get to the point where it's just they triple Durant and they either and because the team gets him the ball standing still outside the 3-point line.
There's no action to get him the ball. It's not coming up a screen. It's literally just isolation.
I was talking about that with a buddy of mine last night. I'm like, look, man, if you're not going to have any creators who can get to the, get their shot, get to the rim, feel confident enough to take the shot and make it, at least get Kevin Durant running through screens where they're bodying the dudes who are trying to follow Durant, and then get him on the move, and he can create when he's on the move closer to the basket. But if you give it to him all the way out behind the 3-point line, he's got to dribble through 2 or 3 players.
Every single time.
That guy's 7 feet tall. Those dudes who are defending him are shorter, which means their hands are closer to the ball bouncing back up than his.
Science.
It's science, because he's not a low dribbler. He's 7 feet tall. So they'll fix that, and Vogel just hasn't had a chance. I mean, it's interesting, because Vogel is in a tough spot, right? Because he's got a bunch of guys who can't do any of these things. And he's got to figure out how to get Kevin Durant on the move, and yet we've got to see how those guys can actually find him on the move, because then they dribble themselves into trouble. And then they go, "Where's KD?
Yeah.
Where is he? Okay, let me throw it over the defender into his hands behind the 3-point line." That's tough. It's tough. So even if you go a little while without these dudes, it'll get a little bit better. But you gotta have makers. You gotta have shot creators.
Yes.
Josh Okogie's lost all of his mojo.
Yeah, he still has some on the defensive end, but offensively, yeah, he's become a zero. Bothered, I think, is a good word, because that's what I am. I'm bothered. I'm not perplexed, because I think I can understand what the why is. I'm not frustrated, because, again, I just think it's too early in the season to get frustrated. based on the fact that all these X factors and variables that are out there are ultimately what is negating the Suns' overall success. I'm bothered because no one likes to lose games. But you have to, obviously on our last podcast, Matthew and I were pretty bothered. I was grumpy John after that Spurs game because I think my expectation entering that game was we would win. I entered this game with the expectation that we're probably not going to win. West Coast team going out on the East Coast, a 10 a.m. start locally. That's the body time change for them. They flew out last night, so it's not like they had 4 days to adjust to it. I just wanted to see, again, some development. And I think that that's the key thing that a lot of us Suns fans who are expressing our botherment, if you will, with the Phoenix Suns thus far this season, aren't seeing the forest for the trees. Is good, bad, or indifferent, which is a phrase I think I say way too much on this podcast. Somebody called me out on last time. Like, we haven't heard a good, bad, or indifferent from Voida for 45 minutes.
For real.
But good, bad, or indifferent, you're getting players more minutes to play together that could unlock combinations later in the year. Grayson Allen's playing 27 minutes. Eric Gordon's playing 34. Eubanks played 20. Yuta Watanabe played 22. And Kogi, as a potential fifth starter, he had 26. Goodwin had 15. So some of these guys are getting much more opportunity to play with Booker and Beal out. That, again, they're not successful. Again, in Philly that's really, really good. But they are getting a runway to get out there, to get some chemistry going with other players, and to allow Frank Vogel to put on film some things that he can coach against. And that is a positive that you have to take away in a loss like this.
Yeah. I'm going to make a real-life comparison. These aren't always good because basketball is totally different. But role. Comfort in your role. Mm-hmm. So when you could be a superstar at your old job, and you could be hired to do that same job at a new company, but yet the dynamics around you are different. The people around you are different. The people around you have different skills. They need you to do slightly different things. You have the same title, same kind of job, but it's going to be different. You don't know what is happening. You don't know the schemes. You don't know the policies and procedures. You are not your most productive self in your first 2 weeks.
Agreed.
You're your most productive self in 6 months, right? Well, you're getting close. You should be, or then you should move on again. So I think that's true here. Like, Grayson Allen knows his role. But around these dudes, he doesn't know exactly when he's going to get the shot. He doesn't know exactly the comfort level of what this eye movement is by this other player, what this head nod is by this other player. It's all silent on offense kind of thing, right? Because they don't want to tell their everybody else where to go, where you're going to go. On defense, you're talking constantly. It should be. We'll talk about defense in a little bit, but Nurkic even. Nurkic got in here, saltiest game. Nurkic is terrible. He's terrible partly because he's not great at making layups. Oh my God, my eyes were.
Oh my goodness, bro! It's worse than Da. I swear it's worse than DeAndre Ayton.
That's true.
Like, they both want to be guards so bad, bro.
The one thing that's gonna bother the heck out of you is him missing layups. He's having a tough time adjusting.
So
part
big,
of the adjustment is mental. Even though he's being asked to do basically the same thing that he did in Portland, it's still new teammates. He still doesn't know how X is going to cut versus the dude on his old team is going to cut and move and stuff like that. So it's an adjustment. Even this exact group will play better in a few months. Better enough to win a chip. No, they need Booker and Beal. I'm not overrating people. And then somebody said Goodwin's overrated. I think it was Suns Jam. I think we're full of hope, right? And so we look at who's the young dude who could blow out and be great. But that was our problem, not Goodwin's problem. Goodwin makes half of the minimum we're talking about these other dudes making. Yeah, because he came in, he's making like half of that. So we should not be expecting much from Goodwin, and we're getting really good defense. It's just, it's tough because the Suns decided this on purpose. They decided they're going to give all their money to three guys.
Yep.
They downgraded, Ayton into basically three smaller contracts that could be tradable later. and then which we all summer said we should do, and then the rest is just min. So we're getting what we paid for, and I shouldn't say we. I hate that, but because I didn't buy into this.
Hey, Ishbia makes us feel like we're part of the organization, so go ahead and say we.
Yeah. So this is what the Suns front office bought into, and they knew this kind of thing was going to happen, and at stages of the year, they just needed them to be whole at playoff time. And at playoff time, they're pretty freaking unbeatable, theoretically, with 3 guys who can't be stopped in the fourth quarter, and then it's just a matter of defense. So then it's up to Frank Vogel to figure out how to get the supporting guys to be really, really good at defense to support the big 3 who want to score.
Well, speaking of Nurkic watch. 3 minutes played, he was 4 of 14 from the field and 1 of 6 from beyond the arc to get to his 11 points, had 9 rebounds, 5 assists in this game, and a steal and a block, so 2 stocks, if you will. And, I mean, that's kind of the game that you're going to see from Nurk outside of the three-point shooting. As you mentioned, again, from a chemistry standpoint, we really saw in that third quarter him rebound after he got completely just bulldozed by the left elbow of Joel Embiid. That was a shot. And didn't start in the third, came out. Embiid was a little bit more tired, and he played very well, starting to pick apart the Philadelphia 76ers defense with his passing. And when we talk about fit and Nurkic, that is one of the key attributes that he's going to bring, especially with Booker and Beal on the court. And we saw it in one preseason game where you're like, oh, shit, he can really be a connector on offense. And that's where his value is going to really become fruition and be on display. The bunnies on the interior, you're right. That's what every Blazers fan said. It's like he's just going to miss those. But we've had that before. DA missed some too. It's like, why didn't he dunk it? Well, Nurk doesn't have the.
Now, let's give DA some props. Come on.
We will, because Salty's came and says, how do you guys feel about the Nurk DA trade? I'll start, then I'll let you go. But I think at this point, what DA's doing in Portland, first and foremost, I'd like to thank him for last night's performance. I made a lot of money off Portland, like winning plus his overall over on points and over on rebounds. I'm like, oh, he'll go for 16, or it was 14 and 11 was his. I'm like, he'll do that. Took overtime, but he did it. But he's been playing well there. He's had a couple challenges.
He's second in the league in rebounds.
Yeah, I mean he's doing what he's supposed to do. And with that Nurk DA trade, we knew instantly that we gave up the more talented player. That's correct. And the early returns on Nurk are exactly what at least I thought would happen, is you're going to have some peaks and you're going to have some valleys. The difference is, at least for me, is I don't have that emotional connection to the frustration in which occurs when he has a bad game, because we're not paying him $33 million to go out there and go for 11 and 9 like Nurkic did today. And as you mentioned earlier, the fact that we traded DA for parts, essentially, but they're tradable parts that are going to ultimately help this team in the short term or long term, given the fact that we're so top heavy in our salary, I still think it's the right move. If we go game for game, Ayton to Nurk, he's the more talented player. He gets paid twice as much as Nurk. He should be doing that. So I'm not overly frustrated. How do you feel about the Nurk DA trade at this point in the season?
Well, first of all,
it's fine. DA didn't even want to be here, bro.
Yes.
It was a Nurk and Grayson Allen and Nasir Little. So that added 3 rotation players for 8. I like Grayson Allen more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah.
Grayson Allen has a weirdness in that he can't score in the fourth quarter, but that's, he's done it for Milwaukee. He's started almost every game the last 2 years for top seed Milwaukee Bucks. Of course, they did let him go, so he must not have been, irreplaceable. But I got to tell you, overall, Nurkic is way behind DA in.
I'll take Grayson over Malik Beasley. I'm not gonna lie.
He's not way behind DA.
I'm not gonna lie.
In production. We're seeing 100%. A bad stretch from Nurkic. And what's funny is, if you just dial this back literally 5 days, Ayton was averaging 8 and 8 over there. He just went crazy over the weekend, and good for him. And
23 rebound performance. So
I'm happy for him.
Early.
You guys know this, if you've ever followed me, I've always been a DA supporter. he's got it in him. He just had his mind was holding him back.
Mm-hmm.
And if he and when he started out with those 8s and 8s and 8s and 7s, and Portland people were all over him. I said this is his chance to break out, and he's done it so far. We've seen good runs with him. We've seen bad runs with him. We'll see how it goes. I don't miss Aiden because of the attitude he brought, right? Just because
he didn't want to be here, man.
Devin Booker. Oh, so let me do the Devin Booker aspect of it. Devin Booker doesn't talk to us very much. Out of his way. He doesn't want to talk to us much. But he does drop some things sometimes where you catch it on the mic. In the playoffs last year, he said something along the lines of, show me you want to play, right? And Monty Williams is like, you quit on us, a couple of years ago to Aiden.
Yeah.
Thursday night after that game, when Booker had played, he did a press conference, and he made a comment. Someone asked, how do you like Nurkic? He said more positive things about Yusuf Nurkic and his high IQ and your ability to have a high IQ basketball conversation with Nurkic.
Oh my
He said
goodness.
more words about Nurkic than he had said about DA in a press conference
whole
in the last 5 years.
fucking
All together. So, for me, makes it a win.
And I think one of the challenging things that Suns fans are trying to comprehend is you're getting some bad production from Nurkic. Prior to this game, entering it, he's averaging 2.8 3-point attempts per game, which is the highest in his career. And after today, he's shooting 25% from beyond the arc. So, again, it's something where it's clear and present danger when you see him shooting those threes and you know they're not going in. And it's kind of like Jock Landale. You're like, why are you shooting the three ball, man? Get in there, get a rebound. But that's what the defenses are giving him, and he's taking them. He is somebody who, from a career standpoint, he can hit the three ball. It's just not the greatest, but, he's a 29% three-point shooter. He should stop shooting three, shouldn't he, Dave?
Oh, yeah, no. Today, it was because Joel Embiid was at the rim, and there's no way he was getting a shot off inside.
No way.
So the game plan, I'm sure, was to get Joel Embiid away from the basket, and he was told to shoot threes. He did it. I tell you what, Low Suns, what you expect him to say, bad things, I don't think you're getting what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is Booker was asked a simple question of what do you think about Nurkic. He was asked that simple question about how's it going with DA. 800 times.
Yeah.
Okay? He chose to say what he wanted to say about Nurkic. He's also chosen to say barely anything about DA in the past. So why would I think he's suddenly lying about Nurkic? No, he wasn't. And he didn't make stuff up. He doesn't like talking to us. So if he went 30 seconds on Nurk, that was him. For you to think that he was lying or making stuff up is just you being a cynical pessimist.
Dave, firing off in the chat. I love it. You miss it, don't you? You miss it just a little bit.
I do a little bit.
Saturdays, just going after the chat. Here was an interesting thing that happened, obviously, today. We didn't see a start from Josh Okogie. Rather, it was Keita Bates-Diop who got the nod.
You down with KBD?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with KBD?
Yeah, you know me.
Who down with KBD?
Every last lady.
Diop, in his last game, finally got an opportunity. Actually played. He played 17.
Did you post the Low
minutes.
Suns thing where he said, no, what do you expect him to say, a bad thing? No, he did. You didn't say he was lying. Somebody above you said the book was lying. Maya B did. So sorry if I attributed that to you, Low Suns. I was putting those two together when I said it. Accept my apologies.
Apologies given. You're our son's daddy. Okay, you don't have to apologize. You should bend us over and give us the belt. KBD in the last game played 17 minutes in that loss, that 11.
Oh my
loss
God!
to
He
the San
getting
Antonio
shot in the
Spurs,
back of the
5 of
head.
7 from the field. Played really well. 13 total points. So he got the nod from Frank Vogel over Josh Okogie. Why do you think that is? Was it matchup based, or is Vogel grasping at trying to find some production and maybe says, "Hey, I can put Okogie with the second team unit and add some defense to them alongside his twin, pretty much in Jordan Goodwin"? What do you think the why is for KBD getting the start?
A simple way to put it, I think, is that Vogel doesn't know his team yet. and he's looking for the right combinations that click. You need chemistry to play. Now, what happened on Thursday, in specifically what happened on Thursday, is that Okogie, excuse me, the Spurs did their defensive assignments, and they realized Okogie, his release is so slow on that corner three that we're going to put Wembanyama on him.
Yeah, because he can recover easily.
Because he can recover easily with one step and still block Okogie, while also defending the rim. So they couldn't afford to have Okogie out there, because Okogie was basically just a non-entity defense when San Antonio was defending the Suns. So he decided to start the second half with somebody a little bit longer. With KBD is the longest version of that 3-and-D guy.
Yeah.
KBD doesn't like shooting either, but he's the longest version. So they threw that guy out there. But these guys are like grabbing, a box of Krispy Kremes. They're all basically the same, or assorted donuts maybe, but they're all basically the same. They cost the same. They taste basically the same. They might have slightly different skill sets, but you can't put Watanabe out there because he's tall too, and he'll take the shot, but he doesn't have enough sand in the bucket to hold up defensively against bigger guys. But he did try Watanabe in the second half as well. Mm-hmm. So Vogel doesn't know his team yet. He's learning his team. 5 games, guys. It's only
6 now. It's been 6 now.
It's been 6
games now.
It's been a good 6.
Brand new coaching staff, brand new schemes. All these players. I mean, come on. The only guys who played with Booker more than this year are Okogie and Durant. I mean, it's like, it's all new. And none of them have played for Vogel until now. So that's all I'm saying, is just, he's mixing and matching. He doesn't know what's going to fit. He's looking for the right chemistry. He's a defensive coach. He's going to find a group that can play with the big three. He hasn't even tried that yet. But he's also got to find a group that can play with the big one. And he needs a little bit more size. Because when you just got the big one out there, and Okogie is basically your power forward, that can be tough. Because your other options are a little bit more one-dimensional. I mean, Grayson Allen, shorter, smaller. Eric Gordon, shorter, smaller. And then who else did they have in the starting lineup? I'm drawing a total blank right now.
KBD and Nurk and...
Nurk, yeah. Nurk's the center. So then you got Kevin Durant. Then you're forcing Kevin Durant to be the help defender. So that's tough when he's got to do all the scoring. So he's just mixing and matching. I would expect that he's going to be mixing and matching fifth starter all year long. And I'm totally okay with that, because he's just got to find the one that really fits, so that by playoff time, everyone knows what everyone's doing.
Oh, shit.
And now he can actually, he probably can't even put in advanced schemes right now because they don't even know the basic schemes. So, okay.
I'm with RJ Monroe. Now I want donuts. So thanks for that, Dave. I mean, again, it's frustrating being 2-4. It's frustrating because the national media will obviously start to shovel on the Suns a little bit. But again, that's why I'm only bothered by this. I'm not personally frustrated, because everything that you just said is true. Frank Vogel, 13 new players on this team, Suns fans. 13 new players. Okay, and then 2 of the top 3 highest paid players just aren't playing. Talent alone, we're just not there. Schemes alone, we're just not there. The mix and matching, we're just not there. And Frank Vogel has a lot of work to do. There's nothing that's not incorrect. He definitely has a lot of work to do to understand the skill set of this team, to understand who complements who, and develop, as you mentioned earlier, the roles. Understanding your role with certain players out there, and how to maximize your role and be comfortable in your role. You see that a lot. A lot of players out there right now, as they're playing, they're simply not comfortable. That's why the Suns have had so many turnovers.
Well, and just to clarify, what you're saying and what I'm saying is, they know their role. They don't know how other players are going to play off that role.
Exactly.
And where they're
the confines of that offense and defense.
This is a high passing offense, so it does make it tough. Low Sun says Metu should get a chance. Absolutely, and he will get a chance.
Give it to him.
He will. a little bit issue with Metu is he doesn't play defense as well as you would think he should, and Vogel is probably leaning toward defense first, skills second, but absolutely the Metu will get a chance. Just hasn't happened yet. You can only play so many players at once, and you can't just rotate all 15 in a single game because that makes the role issue even worse because you're always playing with new people.
And that's what happened with KBD in this game. This was his opportunity after putting forth a good performance in a loss against San Antonio. Vogel rewarded it by saying, okay, well, let's see what you do out there with the starting group. And, you know, he faded away, if you will. I mean, when you're out there with those guys and you're not a primarily offensive player and it's your first time starting for this team, you know, 24 minutes, 3-6 from the field, 8 points, 3 rebounds, couple assists, couple blocks. You know, you played perfectly well as a role player. But confidence is going to have to happen. And, you know, as you stated, like Metu might get a chance too as the plug and play starts to happen. One guy who does not look comfortable at all, at least in my opinion, is Yuta Watanabe.
Yeah, my boy can't get it going. He can't get it going for real right now. He's good. He good, though. He gonna be good.
Yeah, Yuta is kind of like Yuta Shamatanabe this year so far. And I'm afraid to say that because I know you said something about Grayson Allen earlier this year, and then everybody piled on you. And then you wrote a great piece for BrightSideOfTheSun.com kind of saying, like, hey, like, okay, Grayson Allen, you're good. I think we can start to dump on Yuta Watanabe a little bit, though. In this game,
a little bit,
poquito. From beyond the arc, that's all he did, 5 points. He had 5 rebounds, he had a steal, but he's somebody on offense and defense who looks very lost right now. And one thing that he's doing on the offensive end that's problematic, I would say,
not hitting shots.
Again, trying to create a little bit too much, is something that we saw a lot from Damian Lee last year. Damian Lee is a fireball three-point shooter. You get him the ball, he's beyond the arc, shoot it, dude. You got a quick release, it's smooth, it goes in. And what he's starting to do is, because he's losing confidence in that three-point shot, is he's pump faking and then he's driving. And when Yuta Watanabe starts to do that, problems occur. He doesn't have the handle. Somebody swipes at the ball, he loses it. And then on the defensive end, his rotations have been very problematic. He's collapsing on the weak side almost every time. The ball is 2 passes away from his guy, and it's one of the reasons why the Phoenix Suns are one of the top teams in the league in allowing wide open three-point shooting. And we saw it again tonight with Yuta. I mean, he's lost. Dude's lost. He will be found, but he's lost.
He is very uncomfortable defensively, yes. I will say that we are talking about a dude who's been in the league 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
He's never gotten more than 15 minutes a game. So this isn't like a new phenomenon for him. He's fun. I like him. He's not afraid to take a quick shot, which is necessary. He's got a career pretty good three-point shot, right? He's in the 36, 37.
38.8.
38.8. He's, so that's all good. But defensively, he's kind of like, I don't know, some kind of bird with long legs or whatever. I don't know. He just can't.
An ostrich? Should we call him the ostrich?
And a lot of times against San Antonio, and I didn't look real close today, but he fades off his guy watching the ball. So, yeah, these are minimum salary guys. You can't expect to be top salary guys. You just can't. They've only got so many because the roster construction they chose to put together.
And unfortunately, he's getting a ton of minutes because of it. Because with this game, it's going to put him over 20 minutes a game. And again, unfortunately, but fortunately, short-term greed. Yeah, it's not ideal. It's not what you want. It's not where he's going to progress and flourish. But long-term, again, he's getting that runway that could equate to late success in the season or in the playoffs, where that confidence does occur and the chemistry does occur, and he knows when to cut and how to cut off of a Josh Goodwin pass or a screen by Drew Eubanks. So these are things that the Suns are definitely in the process of working out. And we as Suns fans, and I see all you guys in the chat, we as Suns fans need to just chill just a little bit. We'll freak out tomorrow if we lose to Detroit.
Yeah, Maya's on it. Maya's on it today. She's going to have a bad afternoon. She should probably be drinking a beer with us. How the hell is Grayson Allen good? So it's absolutely in the eye of the beholder. It's okay for you to think he's not. It's totally fine. But in respect to this team, he is a career.
I'm losing you, Dave. Is Dave still there? Am I lost? Is Dave
Of
statting
his
us?
threes. Yep, he makes 40% of his threes. He tries hard on defense. He doesn't have the longest arms, and he's not tall. He's only 6'4", so he's got limitations there. But he knows basketball. I know Maya's questioning everyone's basketball IQ today after that game. I would too. And it's okay. And he gets assists. He gets rebounds. So it's all in your perspective. What did you expect? He's better than I thought. He's certainly not good. He's certainly not Tyrese Maxey. I'm not trying to say that. So don't think I am.
Don't at me. Yeah, I mean, Grayson Allen is not only serviceable, but probably has one of the most polarizing drops on the podcast.
Creepy Crawly, why do you think it?
Oh, Grayson Allen, our fuck shit up guy.
Why does Creepy Crawly think I had a heart attack?
Because like your internet kind of glitched for a minute. So,
Oh, it did.
yeah. So you were just kind of.
I'm up in a corner of my house that gets the worst Wi-Fi, but it's got the best privacy. So sorry, guys.
Just deal with it, everybody. No, Grayson Allen. Again, another start for him today. 27 minutes, 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. Only 8 points. Had 3 rebounds. Had a couple assists. Not a stat stuffing kind of night, but again, somebody who is not in his permanent role and has been serviceable in the role that he has fulfilled. Entering this game, one of the best 3-point shooters that we've had on the entire team. He's shooting, pull up the stat, 50% from the field or from beyond the arc on 5.6 attempts entering this game. So,
jeez,
he might not be the best player, but he's a
you
good
missed my
serviceable
whole
player.
Grayson thing?
Yeah, you heart attacked out on us. Here, let me give you an intro.
Ooh, dang, sappy.
At us, Dave. Give us
Sorry,
more.
I hope I stay with you guys. I'm not trying to say it's all in the eye of the beholder, Maya. He's not good. He's not Tyrese Maxey. He's not good, but he's quality fit starter. He shoots 40% on his threes this year with the Suns.
Which is great for the construction of this team.
He gets rebounds, he gets assists, 3 a game. He gets some steals. He's not great, but in my opinion, he's good compared to all the other men that are on the. He's better than most everybody else on the roster right now, and he's going to stay the 5th, 6th, 7th best player on the team. And I always have this thing where I compare him to Landry Shaman for some reason, and he's good compared to Landry Shaman.
There you go. We've been statted by Dave for the second time, even though for him it's for us it's the first time. For him it's probably the 4th time he said it in his head, and he finally put it out there for us. So yeah, I mean, Grayson Allen is Grayson Allen, and he's going to be somebody who's going to win us a game or two this season. That's a fact. He's the kind of player who, late in the game, middle of 4th, you need to get back in the game, or you have a lead, boom, 2 Grayson Allen threes, and you extend a lead, or you make up a deficit. He's the kind of player who can do something like that. So I like the way that you put it. Like, he's not a great player, but he's definitely serviceable in this league.
Serviceable. Starter serviceable.
Yes.
Which is
in a pinch.
Pretty good, yeah.
In a pinch. A guy who's definitely...
Grayson looks older than Dave. No.
No. He doesn't have a gray beard. Yet.
He doesn't. Who the heck are you?
I'm Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. You know who I am.
You know who I am.
Y'all know who I am.
Y'all know who I am.
Did anybody see a sniper? Did anybody see anything?
I'm one of the best players to ever play the game.
To ever play the game, bro.
You can definitely tell I got a pinch hitter in here. I'm like cutting people off with drops. I'm notorious to doing it for guests. So what were you saying about Grayson Allen's beard or the gray in the side of his head?
No, I was just saying that he looks like a Ted Cruz's son to me.
Oh man, when I do subreddit stakeout, there's one where I was like, dude, that's fucked up about Grayson Allen. But talking about Kevin Durant in this game, the guy's just a bucket getter, and it's so fun to watch. He was 9 of 20 from the field. There's just not a good shooting night for him. which is just under 50% from the field. But he's 12 of 14
It's
from
crazy
the free throw
that that's
line,
not a
8
good shooting night for
rebounds,
him.
3
It's actually
assists,
insane.
1 steal, 2 blocks, 31 points for Kevin Durant. I mean, he continues on the season. He entered this game averaging 27.4. I mean, the guy he's a walking bucket, man. And it reminds me of like back when the Diamondbacks had Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling. And anytime one of those guys pitched, I used to go down to the ballpark and watch him because it's greatness. Like, appreciate this, man. I wish we had this guy at 23. He's 35. Like, so appreciate what we're seeing right now because he is just fantastic to watch, man. Even in games where he is inefficient, I thoroughly enjoy watching Kevin Durant and those new KD16 colorways he brought out tonight. I thought those
those bitches was fire. I was talking about
them. Someone earlier in the chat a while
black and
ago,
white
I can't
joints.
scroll that fast, but said he's lost a step or 10. He probably has.
Yeah,
he has. He was playing at an MVP level.
That dude
he
is
was
so
in
one
those,
shot, bro. It's
top
actually
10 lists
insane.
and all that until he got his knee. And he hasn't looked quite as good here. Some of that might be comfort, fit. He's also in a role issue. He's playing with nobody.
No one around him.
Themselves, let alone. I mean, even with the Nets, they all knew each other, right? By that time, that was year 3. So that part of it's that, but part of it is they're putting him in a position to do stuff. If I went back and look at highlights, he's probably not been given the ball at the top of the key with triple.
Yeah, in Brooklyn he was.
Break that down as often as he has this year, so he's a little bit there. His shot, he's a quiet 26, right? And he didn't used to be a quiet 26, or he wouldn't have been Finals MVPs. So I think it's good. I think we just, you know what? Maybe we need Devin.
I'd be for that. I mean, we had him back last game. That didn't work out. And I think a big part of that...
He's the difference maker.
But the difference that we saw in this game was just the pace of play.
Damn.
Like the Spurs, after every rebound, every steal, and even after every made basket, we're just getting out and running on the Suns. For 2 straight nights, they were like, we're the younger team and we're just going to run. And they did. And, I mean, they had so many fast break points. They had so many second chance points due to hustle. I mean, they just straight up out-hustled the Suns. This game had a much more slower half-court pace because you have Joel Embiid. They're not going to be a team that sprints out, but they're going to try to beat you with shot-making and physicality. Ultimately, it won out because they have more talent than the Suns do. And the Suns, like, twice got it down to 4 and then just could not finish. And a big part of that is because these Q4 Suns are problematic. And it's for all of the different reasons that we talked about leading into this point. You know, they're 29th in the league as they average 22 points in the fourth. They scored 25 tonight. They are 24.4% from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter thus far this season. And if you look at that from a ranking standpoint, that is the 3rd worst in the league. So when you need to be able to throw a dagger or two, the team, they simply just don't or haven't had the capacity to do so. Again, a lot of the reasons are for what happened. They went 2 of 10 from beyond the arc in the fourth for 20% tonight. 4.4 turnovers in the fourth, which is 4th worst in the league. And prior to tonight, they had the 2nd worst plus-minus in the league in the fourth, and it was negative 24. They were minus... math me, Dave. -7.
Well, they were down 6. No, down 5 at the end of the.
Yeah, and then they lost by 12, so 7. Yeah, so they're a negative 31 in the fourth quarter this year. That's why this team's 2-4.
Oh.
They can't close games.
Oh, I've got a comment.
Oh, which one?
Nefarious Max. Should have traded for Harden instead of Beal.
Ooh, God no. We haven't even seen Beal yet.
Look, man. Okay, so Beal's not perfect, right? But Beal does.
It's so easy to say that when he's just on the bench.
Say,
I hate that, bro.
I am the system. I mean, I think, and he's not going to go in and demand be traded every year like Harden has. It's a Beal's done. Oh my gosh, it's been 5 games.
And he hasn't even played like at all.
You miss this, don't you, Dave? Yeah, Suns fever, no on Harden.
I am going to remember this so that we can see what kind of comments you're making when Beal's scoring 25 and helping the Suns win games.
So, see, Maya finally agrees with us here. It's like, hell no, Harden will quit during the game, and he's done on that. And Fumar says yes on Harden.
He has a following, man. It's okay. It's okay to be a follower of Harden.
It's just
But
like
he's
KD.
also a team player.
Yeah, he's a chemistry killer, man. And that's what this team's trying to work on is chemistry. You want a guy who... We just had Chris Paul, man. Like, isolation for 18 seconds of the shot clock before anything happens. And then if it doesn't work out, I'm not with that. But I'll tell you what I saw on the Philadelphia 76ers subreddit. The Suns Jam Session.
Sub-ring stakeout. Huh?
The City of Brotherly Love over in their subreddit, seeing what they had to say about the Phoenix Suns and the game today. And here's some of the comments that came up from the Philly faithful. And I think we can all agree with this first statement. It's way too early for a game. I'm hungover. And they wrote hangover. I'm hangover. That's how hungover they were. They wrote I'm hangover.
And they're 3 hours later than us.
I know. Well, that's Philly. They get a lot drunker. Somebody says, where the fuck is Booker? He too good to play us or something? No Beal or Booker. We don't even have, no Beal or Booker, but we don't have Batum, so it evens out. Oh, I love going in these things. This Suns team is horrendous minus KD. Just clean it up, my man, and this is an easy win. And that's early in the game.
It's true.
They're not wrong. This is a dog shit game of basketball. Damn, that's some ugly ass basketball. What the fuck? You know, for those of you who obviously watched this game, you saw that first half was kind of a rough first half across the board. Shooting percentages, the 76ers shot 44.2%, the Suns shot 33.3%. A total of 18 turnovers combined between the teams, 12 of those coming from the Philadelphia 76ers, and they cleaned it up in the second half, and that's why they won the game. But yeah, it was some sloppy basketball. We have twice as many fouls, twice as many turnovers, and 0 bench points, up by 7 at the half. That's all you need to know, folks.
Hey, positives on that game for the Suns. They got 12 blocks.
Yeah.
And they got 10 steals.
Yeah. And they didn't turn the ball over. What was it,
11
turnovers?
steals.
11?
11 steals and 12 blocks, and they only had 10 turnovers.
Yeah.
So there was positive there. They just couldn't make a damn shot. I tweeted that Frank Vogel needs to institute layup drills with defenders, right? You can't just have open layup drills. You got to have contact layup drills because none of these dudes can make a layup with anyone in their way. It's crazy.
It's just how many points did we leave out there? I mean, I don't think we win the game regardless, but so how many points we left?
No, they left like 20 points on the board with missed layups.
Oh,
Not that they would have won, but come on.
So annoying. A couple more comments from the subreddit of the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't like Joel contesting Nurkic's threes. It's Nurkic. Just let him shoot and get the rebound.
Let him
Not
shoot.
wrong there. And somebody said, I hate Grayson Allen so much. And somebody replied to that, and they said, Grayson Rittenhouse. The Suns Jam Session.
Subreddit bitch out. Jam star.
Speaking of bad reps, okay, I hated Grayson Allen for the same reasons you guys do.
Oh, me too.
He's kicked people, he's tripped people, he's done all kinds of stuff. And he'll probably do it in a Suns uniform. There are reasons not to like Grayson Allen in a heated moment. Totally get it. Off the court, he's a super cool guy. I've had some good conversations with him in the media, in the locker room and stuff like that as media. But he does some unacceptable things. He's trying to grow out of it. He admits it, all that stuff. Okay? Great. But what I think is hilarious, and I just want to make a quick comment, Chris Paul was the most hated player in the league by the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, yeah.
For like 10 years. He plays 5 games with them, and I see their comments on Twitter, and they think he's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and they're glad he's teaching his tricks to Steph.
It's just the way it goes, man. I mean, we know that. Like, I would hate like 2 players I would hate to have on as members of the Phoenix Suns that ultimately I would accept would be like Pat Bev and Dylan Brooks. I just can't stand those guys. That's just a me thing. It's okay. But
Dylan Brooks is outwardly asshole.
Yeah.
I'll
But
never
he
like.
I
wants-
love that.
He wants
Never
to
liked
be an
Dylan.
asshole.
His own team didn't like Dylan Brooks. The thing is,
I would love to have
Grayson
Dylan
Allen's
Brooks
team
as
always likes him,
fifth starter, bro. Not gonna lie,
and
I
his
don't give a
fan
fuck.
base ends up liking him. Nobody likes
hustle
Dylan
guy.
Brooks.
He's a hustle guy and not a fake hustle guy. And I know you can look up the statistics, and Dylan Brooks is technically, at least last season, I think in the 99th percentile of perimeter defender. He's still an asshole. Like,
Still an asshole.
nobody likes hanging out with an asshole. Nobody. All right. Is there anything else you got from your notes, or should I do Jamstar?
Let's see really quick. Jose in the chat says, I don't see the Suns winning anytime soon. Look, man, they got weird San Antonio this week that nobody could play, right? I mean, nobody could have defended Victor on Thursday especially. They should have won Tuesday,
Yep.
and weird shit happened.
Yep.
And then today they were not supposed to win. They were supposed to lose by 30 today. They have Detroit
And Chicago.
and they got the Bulls. Both of those teams, Detroit has been okay.
Detroit's
but they're
scary,
playing
bro.
over their head. They don't have the talent.
Not scary. Scary is the wrong word,
Jalen
but
Duren, you guys are gonna love Jalen.
yeah, we're gonna love him, man, right?
He's the DeAndre Ayton you always wanted.
For real, he's a
so
fucking
he'll play
bully,
well.
bro.
And they got Cody Cunningham and all that, but
Cody Cunningham is
out the
insane.
Suns
Yeah, the
Cody.
photographer.
Cade Cunningham, and then Chicago is pretty dysfunctional. You don't know what you're going to get. They might have a good game. They might have a bad game. Probably more likely the latter. So they're winnable. Not that they're going to win. And I really do think, no inside information, I really do think they just didn't want Devin Booker playing 3 games in 4 days, with the first game being 36 hours, his last one that he first came back from an ankle. So I think Booker plays tomorrow against
For
Detroit,
sure,
against his
yeah.
former coach, Monty. And then he's going to play Wednesday because they don't have another game till Wednesday. And if that happens, I think you're going to see the Suns win soon.
I agree. I completely agree. We'll preview
If
that
we
game.
lose, what are y'all going to say? Well, you know what, Love Suns? I don't predict like that.
If we lose, what are you going to say? It sucks. We lost. Like, that's what would you like me to say? Like, oh, man. So says
you
Jay
get on
in
the
the
pod?
chat. Dave is 1,000,000% right on why.
I don't
why
understand
Book
people
could play
that
today.
fucking-
And I completely agree with that. All those reasons you just stated are true,
still
and
be-
it's
that-
Detroit that
I
he's
don't know,
going
bro.
to. It's like it's home. He
That's
wants to
his home.
show up and
It's
show
just-
out. You
Just
know,
take
why play
sports
in a
so
game
seriously.
against the 76ers that ultimately, again, even if he's out there, you're probably
Understand
not
when you're
favored to
watching
win.
it, but-
Save him for this game, warm him up.
5 minutes
Get it
after
to
the
where he can
game,
go out there, you can hopefully, in theory,
you're still bitching
let
about
him
it,
play
bro.
3 quarters like Joel Embiid did, and then he can rest a little bit. And then, like you said, they don't
Seriously
play till
bitching about it?
Wednesday against the Chicago Bulls.
SB 1993. If we lose tomorrow, is it time to panic? No. I
You gotta
don't panic
prioritize
until
your
at least
competitiveness,
game
bro.
one. You've got to give these
Have
guys
to.
time.
Yeah, I agree. It's got to be game 20. We're 6 games into the season. But like I said, can we be bothered? Yeah, but we can't be so doom and gloom. God, what the fuck are we?
Yeah.
Fucking Nuggets fans?
Jam star of the game.
It's pretty easy for me. I give it to Kevin Durant. You know, the 31 points. I don't know anyone else who really played above and beyond. Drew Eubanks had a good run in there. Did like what I saw from him again. But I'm giving it to Katie. Who are you giving the jam star of the game to?
Yeah, comment on Kevin Durant. People say he's playing inefficient. He actually is not.
No.
He got those 31 points on 20 shots because he got himself 14
He found a
free
hunting
throws.
rifle,
He
bro.
made almost half his shots. He just doesn't look like you wish he would as the only star on the court. So I can see why you'd be disappointed as a fan, but no, he's super efficient and he's really good. I mean, if I want to pick a different star just to be fun,
Be
really
fun,
like.
Dave. Be fun.
I did really like what Kate Bates Diop, Keita
Kata.
Bates Diop played. He made 2 out of 3 threes, which is probably not going to. He made 40% last year on threes, so it might last. He did a lot of good things out there. 2 blocks, a steal, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. He's actually willing to drive in there and get the shot off. I like him. And just to piss some people off, I'll say Grayson Allen's my second guy.
Ooh.
Although he had a bad game, so I probably shouldn't.
He had a fine game. That was just
He's been better.
It's just a tough matchup overall. Looking at the next game for the Phoenix Suns. Yeah, I'm going to put the graphic in here. Sweet. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. Arizona time. Remember, if you don't live in Arizona and you live in the United States, daylight savings time is tomorrow. All football games start at 11 a.m., not 10 a.m. Yeah, kind of disappointing, but that's just the way it goes.
All these rest of these people in this country, what's up with moving times?
I know. When are they going to finish it? Like, every year I hear, like, oh, yeah, Congress is talking about getting rid of daylight savings. Do it already. Please, God, do it. I like my football at 10 a.m. in November. Dang it. But you look at the Detroit Pistons, a team that's 2-4, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the league. They're third best when it comes to that. But when you look at their three-point shooting, they're one of the worst. So a team that turns the ball over, 29th in steals on both ends of the ball. They steal the ball only 29 times. They give it up, or they allow the opposition to steal the ball, and 29th in the league. So a team that's definitely beatable. A team that the Suns should beat. A team that we should hear. I wouldn't be surprised if while we're on the podcast right now, Dwayne Rankin didn't tweet out that Devin Booker's playing tomorrow, because he should be playing tomorrow. So a win or a loss for the Suns tomorrow. Call it right here, Dave.
Win. For sure.
Oh, I think it's a win. If Booker plays, it's a win. If Booker doesn't, it's a toss-up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just kind of the way it goes right now. Do you think Beal plays?
Nah, he didn't play on Wednesday.
Yeah. He's upped his work. He hadn't been doing anything like that. But his problem, and somebody asked earlier, what's his actual... They don't tell us his actual diagnosis. But he did go from tightness to every time he increases... Vogel talked a little bit about it Thursday. Every time they are ramping up his work. But every time they do, he feels a little bit more pain afterwards, so now they're just on the slow boat. However, that slow boat does not sound like it goes beyond next week. It's not like one of those where you're on the long term. And obviously, we're going to be seeing him. We're going to be seeing him soon. He does have a small history of back issues, but the word was that the Wizards. Trainers or whatever they're called, the rehab people. The Suns ones are.
Why my shotgun didn't shoot?
Wait, didn't they?
I need my shotgun to just shoot.
Didn't Washington fire the majority of their medical staff this past off season?
Something along that line.
Something like that.
But our own medical staff, our own trainers are very cautious, right? They kept Book out 2 months.
Damn.
They rushed him back for that Christmas game, and they regretted it. So they're not going to rush. This is just Game 6. So the thought is we'll see Beal next week at some point.
And if you think about it, he played in the preseason opener, which I believe was a month ago today. I think it was 10-4. So he's technically been out for a month with this back issue. He has to be close. And if you watch on Twitter some of the things that Dwayne Rankin or Kellen Olson are tweeting out, they're showing the pregame warm-ups where he's sprinting back and forth, he's shooting. He definitely looks like he's close. And again, the Suns are going to err on the side of precaution. Now, if this team ends up going 2-10 in their first 12, it's time to maybe take off some of that caution tape and let some of these guys play, if the fact that they are 2-10 because these guys aren't playing. But they will play, and I think that the chat will sound very different after Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker all go out there and play a game together. And the result will have, they're like, oh yeah, see, it was no big deal, because this is a team. I was thinking about this last night as I was watching one of those in-season tournament games on those very colorful courts.
Yeah, those are weird.
But they work. Because my wife walks in, looks at it, and she goes, oh, those look nice. What's going on? I'm like, oh, the NBA did it right. Because, my wife noticed it. I'm like, well,
I think they're worse for
like
TV than they are for the players, right? I think players are just fine because of the angle. I think they're worse. They're harder to watch on TV.
Damn.
Some of them are. Some of them are like that. was Denver's last night. All that blue, it looked like Smurf turf. I was like, ooh, and then, like, I want to see what Phoenix looks like because it has a lot of purple on it. And again, that's just from a TV consumption standpoint, it's going to be quite kind of interesting. But the Phoenix Suns are a team that can run off a 10-game winning streak really quick when these guys are back.
For
You have
sure.
to remember that. Even in these
Like,
dark
really quickly.
Saturdays.
And that's why I
Seen
think
what happened in Brooklyn
probably
last year.
why
We went on a
Google
big
is not
12-game win streak, boy.
100% focusing on the offense.
With
He's
Kyrie and
focusing on
KD.
getting that defense right, figuring out who the supporters are, who are the guys who are going to deliver there.
Just takes time, Jamsters. It just takes time, and you just have to kind of roll with it right now and not get overly frustrated. Be
Don't be a
bothered.
bitch.
It's okay to
Don't
be
be a-
bothered. 36, a little unbothered. You know, you can be bothered, but no need to go nuclear on each other or in the chat. Be kind to people. Don't be a dick. That's what you should have learned today. So, anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here, Dave?
No, I'm all good.
NBA
I will
Youngboy
mention that,
dropped a new song
we
yesterday.
are going to have another Bright Side
Didn't check
night.
it out.
Always do every year.
I got to work on that graphic.
Yeah. And somebody earlier asked, hey, Dave, tell the truth. Is John Boyda doing okay taking over Brightside as the managing editor? And I'll tell you that he is kicking ass. He's making it better than I ever did. He's doing a great job. I'm enjoying being the contributor and guest on pods and being a contributor on the site. I've been doing it for 11 years. It's awesome. But Brightside Night is still my thing. We've sent over 20,000 kids. People like you donating have spent 20,000 kids to send 20,000 kids to their first Suns game. And if you've been to a game, you know it's a memorable experience for the rest of your life. Most of these people don't ever get to go, especially now because of the prices. But we're going to start it again in the next couple of weeks. You'll see some announcements on brightsideofthesun.com and over the Twitter. I refuse to call it X, but that's
Me too.
what it is. And things like that. And you guys will get a chance. The tickets are $15 a piece, which is actually surprisingly low. The game is going to be January 16th against the Kings. But Kings fans don't travel well, so they don't have to mark up the ticket prices.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's going to be a hell of a game.
Hell yeah.
January 16th.
We don't get the Raptors this year? Awesome.
We usually get the Dregs because those are the lowest prices
Yes,
because they want to
yes.
make it easiest for entry. Well, this is a great game.
Grayson,
$15 a piece.
Grayson
Send a
Allen.
kid in your stead. A lot of our readers, a lot of these listeners here don't even live in Phoenix and couldn't go to a game themselves. Wouldn't it be nice to send a proxy who will cheer the whole time and remember it for the rest of their life?
Mm-hmm.
So that'll come out soon. That's what I wanted to pitch. And you can find all that stuff soon and read our content every day managed by John Boyda on brightsideofthesun.com.
Well, I appreciate the kind words. I know it's got to be a lot of fun to have me hassle you for game previews and stuff now. Now it's your turn to get hassled and not me. And I like what So Says Jay says.
I'd rather
in the
do
chat.
that than do the hassling. Yeah.
Trust me, I know. It's like I feel like a bad pimp. I'm like, yo. So Says Jay says, only bad thing Void has done with Brightside is bring on some writers who do nothing ever.
Like you.
Like So Says Jay, like Gavin from the Aussie Suns fan podcast. Like I appreciate all your guys' contributions to the site. But you can read my writing at brightsideofthesun.com. You can follow me.
You're pointing out those guys, but man, he's got some really great
We do.
writers in there. In fact, we caught a big win this week. Just today, one of our writers lives in New York. So he was literally at the game with a medium credential and covering Sun Sixers, just like I would here locally.
Mm-hmm.
And John Boyda and Matt Lizzie have been starting to rotate in on game coverage as well here locally. So it's great to have someone covering on the road. So, yeah, they're a great writing team.
So come read our words there, watch the pod, make sure you follow at Suns Jam, give me a follow at Dark Voida on the Twitter, and we'll see you tomorrow right back here. I don't know if I'll be on the pod. Matthew will be running point on that one because I'm going to go hang out with some buddies of mine to watch some football who I haven't seen in a while. So maybe I'll be on, maybe I
That's
won't.
fire.
Maybe I'll be coming to you live from Marley's at Desert Ridge, and I'll have a couple beers with me. So we'll see. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, remember, go home and love your family.
I need to go home, bro. I really do need to go home. I'll wait till Thanksgiving. Probably just wasted Thanksgiving, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Stupid Flight reacts to New England Patriots versus Miami Dolphins. I was about to do something.
Febreze. Hi, I use Febreze Fade Defy Plug. And I use this. Febreze has a microchip to control scent release, so it smells first day fresh for 50 days. 50 days? And its refill reminder light means I'll never miss a day of freshness. Febreze Plug.
What the hell?
Hold on, big dog. Hold on.
Oh,
Slow down,
man,
bro.
come on, man. Y'all on that, dog.
What's the rush, man?
This is my house, man. No, this is...
bro. Hold on, bro.
Bro. Who's you knocking for? This is your house, man.
You good? Oh, this?
Hey, good.
My bad.
Darren, come on, baby.
My bad.
I ain't no... That's the damn DJ.
Oh my god.
I do remember her face in that exact place. Don't even know her name, but baby, make my day, my smile. Sipping Moscato across the bar, waiting for me to come over. I have a drink with her, then I get to know her. But now I'm waiting for you
To look my way.
I'm just waiting for you, waiting on you to look my way, look my way. Oh, looking at you across the room, trying to be cute, but no, you want to step up with me.
Step out with me.
Eye contact is
It's
a
a
must.
must.
Look into my eyes, can you trust
Me tonight.
Here we ride. I'm waiting for you to look my way. I've been waiting on you to look my way, look my way. I'm waiting for you to look my way. Waiting on you to look my way.
Oh my god. Damn.
Waiting for you to look my way.
Why everybody so rough? Like, trying so motherfucking hard, bro. Just chill, bro. Put me in a fucking cone. That song is so good, right? What the fuck? Spoken of dope, spoken of dope, spoken of dope, spoken of dope, dope, nigga, dope. Fuck you talking about? Oh, you gotta. Been waiting for you. Yo. Chill. Eye contact is a must. Come here, baby. Will you trust? Why can't I pick you, bro? What the fuck? Oh. Pin me right. Huh? What? Huh? What? Huh? Saucy. Saucy. Please don't call me. I've been balling. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop. What? Saucy. Saucy. Please don't call me. Hold up. Salty Springs. We're on this side, we're on this side, we're on this side, we're on this side. Nice, somebody's already up there, bro. Turn my sound over. You in the basement. Oh my god, I got shot in the back.
I've been ballin', I'm not stalling. Who are you? You're not me. I can't see the things that we all been through. She's not new. And my money is like my hair is all blue. Woo! I got lands, actually two. I don't know who's gonna shoot. I'm on the block, like I'm JB. If they know that I go crazy, I'm in the city, but I'm not JT. I pulled up like Patrick Swayze. What does that mean? I'm in a ghost. Niggas they know it's about my bread, we turn the toast. Yeah. Look at me, I do the most. Yeah, I went to my new crib and my shit came with a host. Came with a holster. Yeah, I got a poster. Yeah,
I'm a floater. Yeah, I hit my shoulder. Yeah.
This is a freestyle. What do you mean?
Why you angry fruit? Aiden hair is green.
Yeah. Fuck this bitch, always
She
this.
green.
Yeah, look at my chain. One y'all mean, I mean it's tall. All my diamonds on me like stars will fall. She only want me cause I'm gon' ball. And if it's not my sex, so her don't call. And I am not a shark, but I'm in her jaws. Oh shit. You're crazy. Yo, that was crazy. You.
And you know about my bread, I'ma turn the toast.
My right hand is God. I ain't never heard of Uzi Vert song, but I can say that's Uzi Vert. But I know he'll
65.
looking nigga that put my hair
Polish.
on his motherfucking nails and wear dresses. I may talk about something, nigga.
Thank you, Lil Uzi Vert.
I don't know. Are you okay, Shot Doctor?
No.
What's happening?
Drugs.
Drugs?
Drugs.
Okay.
My nose hurts. My nose is itchy.
It's a lot of people out here, bro.
Hey, I got a bush though, don't worry. They ain't gonna see me coming. Ah, that's the third time getting early bird. I love it.
What is early bird?
Hey, and y'all got a gun for me? Oh, I got the bush. I mean, I'll be very well equipped, but if y'all find I'm fighting. I got a shotty now, I'm stealing.
Oh, on you, bro. The bomb squad, bro.
I don't see him.
Bomb squad.
Yes, green AR, I'll take that. Blue pump, anyone a gray pump?
I just found a green one, I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, if y'all find some minis.
Facts.
I'm headed somewhere. I don't know yet. We're going this direction. Let's see if I find any. Oh shit!
You good?
Wonky ass game. I'm headed toward whatever this middle place is. Kinda. That general area. Y'all coming?
Yes, sir.
This bitch off-roading.
Oh, you're in a car. That's why you're going so fast.
I don't see anyone. Doesn't look like anyone landed here.
Yo, Santi, hop in this right here.
Yep, someone landed here.
Oh, you got a car, never mind.
Damn, I thought I just broke my ankles, to be honest. Bam. My dogs are going off or something.
You gotta go check that, bro. Might be
Nah, my mom and my sister are home.
Oh.
Okay, so we're dogs. We have like... What?
Up here.
I'm here. Don't worry.
Oh
my god.
On me too. I got one shot.
With you. Where are they barking at? Don't ask questions.
No. Get the top.
I already got a revive off. Don't worry. We good.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll come get you up. Holy crap, look at my HP. I'm like so good. Here, I got y'all. One of y'all can have this. That's all I got to spare, though. That's literally all I have. I just can't have y'all all one. I don't remember shotguns being that good. Have they always been that good?
What shotgun?
Pump. I don't remember hitting like that. I knew it was good, but damn.
Back then.
Yeah, that.
They probably changed the stats and stuff to how it was.
Yeah. What is it? Hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back. Not long. I'll be right back.
I need a med kit, bro. Bandages. that mean? I'm in a ghost. Look at me. I do the most. Apples, apples.
Oh my god. I have family over now apparently.
Yo, I'm dropping a chug jug right here for you.
Please. Need that. I'm coming. Where's the golf cart at? I know we had one.
It's like to your left over there.
I don't see it. Wait a minute. Got me? I'm not sure. Oh well. I saw him kind of slow. I'll be fine. We'll get this off at least.
Hey Santi, you got any rockets, bro?
I forgot to check inventory. Shit.
You got any rockets, Santi? I don't think you
How do I check my inventory again?
What'd you say?
I got none, sorry. I don't.
Oh, okay.
Sadly. Oh, actually, there's a golf cart right here.
You go to Pleasant? You go to Pleasant.
Yeah, I'll meet you there. Oh, overturned it.
Oh, the fuck?
Damn. Who's that road? Yeah, obviously someone's in here. You know, common sense though.
Oh, they landed in here.
Back up, blowing up the gas station.
Excuse me.
Okay, shut up. Okay.
Still close to gas stations on the road that are asking you.
Somebody shooting at you?
Nah, but it's not far. Right here.
Of course, they on the hill. We getting ripped to it. Ain't gonna lie.
Hey, I got a bush. Hold on, watch this trap. W plan. Oh, they didn't see it. They didn't fall for the bush.
I see one.
Hey, I got you a rocket. I got you a rocket. I got 4.
One's pushing you right on top of you.
Yeah, I hear that.
I hit him, broke him.
Oh god, he was low. Full dead. None of them pulling up on me. Good hit.
He ripped it.
That's why you have to carry bills. I thought Meddy. Hey, I got 6 grapple. That's good. Hey, you got any spare shield?
Oh no, I don't.
Okay. I'll find some. I didn't mean to say that. I'm just dropping them.
I go crazy.
Oh shit.
I mean, I'm like that. Ain't got a messy, ain't got a messy.
I got a porta fort. What's this time capsule?
Messy.
Unbreakable.
Ah.
Oh, we're playing soccer.
Oh, pulling up on us.
Nah, they're leaving. Did you just... Okay.
My God. He tried to run away.
And failed. Big surprise.
I need a new grappler, bro.
I got 5 left.
Me too.
Let's get in the zone. Come on.
I want to get this drop.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Berries
Where
right
is
here. The mushrooms right here.
Yeah, thanks.
Somebody's flying on us. They land on top. They land on top of this mountain.
Yep, I found them. Damn, they really don't like me.
Damn.
They really don't like me. Yo, how many explosives do they have?
This is bad. I got one.
I'm safe now. Except for all the people on top of you.
I got two.
Right, another next one.
One more, one shot.
Get me up. Get us up.
Get him up first. Never mind.
I'm gonna... I'm gonna come steal y'all loot. Double revive? Give me a quick? No? Okay.
Alright. I didn't even know there was one person left.
That makes it easy for us. Hold on.
Alright. Suicide doors.
don't give a fuck about none of y'all niggas. Y'all niggas try to ban me from this shit, but I came back. I do what I want, I do anything I please. I feel like, bitch, I'm the crow. Whoa! I feel like, bitch, I'm the crow. I feel like, bitch, I'm the crow. I'm the crow. I feel like, bitch, I'm the crow. And if you don't know who you gotta go. Whoa! Your nigga this kind of these do. Whoa! I get money like a CEO. Whoa! I get 500,000 a show. Set my name on your ass and your toe. I'm the chief keep lights on some glow. All my bitches from around the world, I'm global. I eat pop shots, but I took that bitch to Noble. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What? I wear Balenciaga straight out the showroom. I put spikes all in my head just like I'm Goku. She looked at me in my eyes, said be the old you. Suck my dick, you dumbass bitch, she said you so rude. I ain't Trinidad, I go big while I told. They said they want no Uzi.
That guitar is going crazy, bro. I'm talking about crazy.
Got a new bitch, but she don't sell my old slide. I don't like a natural bitch, I like fake butts. $10 million from my nation, bitch, I pay stuff. I don't wait for no jobbies, but I'm... Here we go. Change my number on the bitch in a second. Yeah, not about money, then leave me a message. Spin again.
Spin again.
Just spin again.
All up in that fishbowl, okay, and spin again. Spin again. Spin again.
Spinning shit just like I am a
Yeah, we not doing that, buddy.
too much wet. I get the bitch fucked. I get your bitch fucked. I get your bitch fucked. Bitch, I'm a dog, mutt. Bitch, I'm a pit. I leave the bitch stuck. Fuck the bitch once, duck. I made her up, duck. Fuck on the bitch for lunch. That hoe woke up a duck. She need her makeup. I got a lean cop. Got ice to the brim, it's crushed. Fucking on mean slats. I got a nice wife. I'm fucking the dog shit out of this bitch.
Oh, waiting for love twice. She got a little throat. She look like Ice Spice.
She pull up if you really with it. Pull up if you really with it. Pull up if you really with it. Pull up if you really with it.
Uzi.
Uzi.
Not again.
Wake up.
Uzi, wake your ass up.
Uzi, not again. You're never gonna change.
Yeah, first of all, I fuck 8 bitches a day. How could you ever say Lil Uzi give for 4 of them raw, for 4 of them say they got split it out, I go for you to debate. Don't want no pussy, want balls today. But I just tongue and you swear it bad. She lick on my back with a patty bag. Diamond so wet like a sweaty bag. I'm running the 40. If I pull out a tape with my Porsche. If I'm pouring, you pouring with Porsche. I fuck you bitch, okay like a bullshit. I put down.
Paradise Palm. Oh, Santi. What's good? She got a little throat. She like Ice Spice. People coming with us. LeBron James. Where our teammate left, bro? That sucks. Damn, he just fucking left me, bro. I low-key need that. She got a little throat. She like Ice Spice. Campfire. Campfire. Oh, nice. Oh. I just got a feeling we're gonna get smacked the first team we see. I just got a feeling. I got a feeling. Of course, of course. Then I'm gonna do it again. Crush, crush, crush. Darren, Jason, Watkins, Connor, yo.
Two with a stand. Looks
Nice.
Looks kind of nice.
It's you, bro. You got a full stream set up.
Got my VR in the back too.
Yo, Connor's a grown man now, bro. That's crazy.
What's good with y'all, boy?
Shut up. Boy, is that ass a grown man.
That is one way to kick off the NBA NC.
Wrangler.
Yeah, you know, sometimes a single play can change momentum. You know, I feel like we left Osmond on that backside when we were making a run, and I forget what the exact score was right there, but we felt like we had him on the ropes and they hadn't scored in a while, and you know that sort of broke the run, and you know then we had a couple empty possessions, and they scored 3 or 4 straight times, broke the game back open.
Curious with Devin, was he on the merit restriction?
No, just a range, you know, and we kept it around the range, slightly higher. Oh, he's incredible. I mean, it took a little bit to get going, which is expected. You know, hasn't.
Taking $26 million less to be able to sign and make the team better and the organization better. Changing my role, which media is, you know, is ball dominant, which my ball dominance is really effective. Changing my role, you know what I mean, trying to change the narrative, trying to sacrifice and do whatever it takes to win at the highest level. Like, that's not talked about. It's talked about the other, you know, BS. Philly is just, you know, changing my role, knowing I can give more, knowing I can do more. But if you want to be honest, like being on a leash. And I never really, you know, had that opportunity. I'm not a system player. I am a system. You know what I mean?
I'm a businessman. I'm a business. Even though he's not a system player, he's a system. What do you make of everything Harden had to say?
The first order of business is that, fair enough, he's a 3-time scoring champion, former league MVP, 2-time leader in assists. He can be a scoring machine still because he's still gifted. So if he wants to say that, that's fine. But are you a champion? Having said that, I'm going to come to a game James Harden. He pointed out something. I didn't.
Baby KJ. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm coming back. Okay. Oh, no! You gotta kill him, big dog. Oh, more people, more people. Where are they, bro? Oh, nice, bro. They just baited us. He's dancing. He's dancing. Oh my god, bro. Of course, that was not his team, bro. But baby, make my day. I do remember her face. Oh, that's my last set. In that exact place. But baby, make my day.